When you look back at your childhood and knowing what you know today, was there something, can you identify something, whether it was behavior or an event in your life that put you on this predisposed path to being a coach?
It's a really good question. Maybe you should become a coach. Coaching can take many forms, right? I think, Steve Jobs once said it. I think he said it in the commencement speech at Stanford. He said, you can only connect the dots looking backward. You can't connect the dots in looking forward. It makes sense when you look backwards at where you've been and why things have to happen the way they did. I think if I look back on it, there were things about what I do today that were definitely manifest when I was a kid. I do a lot of motivational speaking. I'm a keynote speaker. I get invited all over the world by companies to speak on stage about my journey, about my book, about purpose, about entrepreneurship, innovation, and how to manage change, which scares the hell out of most people. So I do a lot of that. And definitely, I think if you look at your childhood, there are signs to pay attention to of things that you enjoyed doing as a kid where you were in a state of flow, right? There's a famous book called Flow, right? By one of the original psychologists who coined the term. And flow is really when we're in this state where we're challenged enough so that it's not insanely hard, but it's hard. But we're enjoying the process of doing this hard thing so much that you lose track of time, right? So then you're in a state of flow. You find that with high intensity people who are doing something really hard, like scaling a mountain or playing basketball. There you go. But it's like you're in the zone, right? People call it the zone. Some people call it zone. And you're doing this really hard thing and you're just like totally into it. And in my case, I think part of it was like I was like a class clown. I like to be on stage. I like to be acting. And I was good at it. And I always thought whether I should become an actor. And then because my father was a big business guy, I ended up becoming a business guy, right? Most of us follow what our parents do. But there were kernels, there were signs that being on stage was something that would be a natural for me, that I would really enjoy. To answer your question around coaching, I can't look back and say that I was one of these people that really wanted to help others in school. That was not me. I was not the helper. If anything, I was the one who needed a lot of help.
That's the sound right there.
Was I a helper in high school? No. But I think there was a need to have recognition. I think when you look at Maslow's kind of hierarchy of needs, one of the needs is to be recognized. And people have different ways of doing that. And maybe for me, part of it is coaching. I don't know the answer.
You mentioned connecting, and you've moved in your career several times. During your career shift, personal changes, how did you maintain connections? How did you build new ones, especially when moving from country to country? And how did you do that?
Yeah, look, it's hard to do. I think for example, I just moved to Miami now, and I've been here for 4 months, and it's like a whole new experience again, right? It's like another move. I've counted them. It's my 33rd move. And I think you have to put yourself out there. You have to have, I think, a genuine curiosity about other people, like a genuine curiosity about, hey, this guy Keith Billis, what's his story, and what has he done, and where does he come from, and what have been his challenges, and what kind of businesses did he build, and what were the things that he found hardest, and what were his struggles? And so I think when you develop a curiosity for other people, it makes it easy to listen to them, which people love. People love to be listened to. And it makes it easy for you to build relationships, because a lot of relationships are based on trust. And when you're a good listener and you're generally interested in other people, people feel that, and people want to be around people like that. I think that's one thing, is the ability to listen and ask good questions. I think the other thing is, one of the things that really helped me, and this is a personality thing, so it doesn't work for everybody. People are different. But the thing that always really helped me enormously was I'm a super high energy guy, as you can tell. Like, you're very similar in that sense. Like, we're very high energy people, and we're very positive people. And I think people today are drawn to that more than ever. People are desperate for positivity. They're desperate for energy. They're desperate for what I call authenticity. People are sick of all the bullshit. And I've seen some of your podcasts, and you're very authentic in the way you interview people, and the way you engage with people brings that out. And so I think I've always tried to be the way I am, and people really appreciate that. That's the feedback I get most often when people have read the book. Like, I'll have random people reach out and say something. Like, I was playing a video game And the other day, I play Elder Scrolls Online because I love online gaming. And one of the people in my guild who doesn't know me that well, she reached out on Discord. She said, "Oh my God, I read your book. It's so authentic." So that's the word people always use. So I think being yourself and not pretending to try and be something that you're not, or being somebody that you're not,
Mhm.
I think that will bring people to you.